Yo, what is up guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, that being said, let's go. Alright, so we got the Toronto Raptors, the Hawks. Now, I didn't tune into the game, I didn't see the highlights, didn't do anything in this game, basically, is what I meant to say. This game was boring. The one time you want the Hawks to win, they go out here and lose by 2. I'm glad I didn't tune into the game. I didn't want to watch this game. This game was boring. Ice Trae, Dejounte Murray, Quentin Capella. I heard one of the announcers, I didn't watch the game, but I heard one of the announcers saying they own the Toronto Raptors. I don't know what he means by own the Raptors. The Raptors are nowhere to be found in Eastern Conference playoff anywhere. I didn't know what he meant by that, and I was kind of confused. I don't know if he's talking about the number, the record, the winning streaks, or what, but in general, you guys can tell me in the comments. But all in all, man, this game was boring. Scotty Special Ed Barnes, I don't know how many points he did. I don't know if he was the main man that played in this game, or to be honest, I don't even know if he played in this game. This game here was boring. Ice Trae, I really wanted you to win this game, but unfortunately, you did not. The pictures for the playoffs. We gotta get onto that for each team, and I'm gonna try my best. Both of these teams are not so good. Both of these teams might not make either one. They might make it to the knockout round in the playoffs, but to be honest, they might not even go all the way. Toronto, on the other hand, they're not even found. They're way below Eastern Conference. So to sit here and say Toronto's good and Toronto's this and Toronto's that, people can tell me all they want. Oh, they still have a chance. Okay, yeah. So what? So does everybody else. The Toronto Raptors are nowhere to be found. They are number 12. So most likely they're not even gonna be touching the playoffs. The Atlanta Hawks, they're sitting in 10th, so that means they will make it. So they will be playing against the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks, the knockout round. And whoever wins this game moves on. Whoever loses, knocked out. Most likely, we got to see how that's going to shape up and show out. We're going to see how that shapes up for the Eastern Conference playoffs. But to be honest, if that does happen, if it somehow in some way does determine if it is the Bulls and Hawks, I got my faith on the Bulls. I can see them making it, but do I see them going all the way? I don't know. We gotta wait and see because we're not that far yet. We're only here. But the Hawks, they disappointed me in this game. I'm really, really, really disappointed in this game. This game shows me that the Hawks in mainly the Toronto Raptors are not ready. They made what, 2 big splashes in the trade this season. They got OG Anunoby to the New York Knicks, and they got RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. Okay, and your point is that's not going to change anything. Your record's still terrible. You're still sitting in the same spot you were when you made that trade. And everybody was blowing up my phone and saying, "Oh, Toronto's back." Toronto is not back. They have not been back since Kawhi Leonard left. I'm going to say that loud and clear to everybody. Scotty Special Ed Barnes is not going to be that guy. He is not going to lead you guys to an NBA championship. I'm being honest. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But most likely, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. This is facts. Like, I'm being honest. Like, the Toronto Raptors are not going anywhere. The only way they go somewhere is if they get another superstar like Kevin Durant, you know? And let's be honest, that's not going to happen. Do you really think that Kevin Durant or somebody like Kevin Durant will go to Toronto? I don't see that happening. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard went in 2019, but other than that, I'm going to say everybody was banged up in the NBA. Everybody was not feeling right. Everybody got hurt left and right. So I'm just going to say Toronto got lucky on that championship. I don't care what anybody says. They got lucky on that championship. The only way Toronto Raptors won that championship, like they took it, is if nobody got banged up that season. Nobody. I'm talking about from the Los Angeles Lakers all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, if nobody got banged up from Kawhi Leonard, Kawhi Leonard, I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to say he got banged that season, but I don't know. He got banged up so bad, in my opinion, but I don't know. We'll see. The Toronto Raptors are just not going to make it this year. I'm sorry to say that to people. Your season's over, and you got a few more games here left before the playoffs start, and then other than that, yeah. Hawks on the other side. What do I say about the Hawks? Ice Trey, DeJounte Murray, Clint Capella. Now, you guys been in some trade talks. I don't know about you, Clint Capella, but I've seen other players being like DeJounte Murray and DeJounte Murray and Ice Trey. They've been in trade talks, and everybody happy. Everybody thought finally Ice Trey gets traded to another team, regardless, and it just doesn't happen. I hope next season you guys get better, and you guys get, I hope you get rid of Ice Trey and DeJounte Murray. I don't know about Clint Capella. I'm just gonna leave Clint Capella out of there. But this game was boring. Hawks, do I see the Hawks winning a few more games here and left? Oh yeah, for sure. But do I see them going to the Eastern Conference knockout round? I mean, probably, but I don't see them winning it, to be honest. If it's like I said about the Western Conference, if it's going to be Lakers Warriors from the season that started all the way to the end, it's going to be the same. No one's going to move. If it's the Eastern Conference, Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks, that is not going to move around. Both of these teams are going to be playing in the knockout round in the Eastern Conference. And I'm going to say this loud and clear. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but most likely I'm not wrong. These four teams I mentioned, Lakers, Warriors, Hawks, and Bulls, they've been sitting in the same spot since the season started. And you know what that means? If a team stays that long in those numbers since the season started, they're not going to move. They are going to basically be playing for their playoff life towards here in a few weeks or a few months. I'm saying this loud and clear. I don't see the Bulls moving. I don't see the Lakers moving. But you know what I do see happening? And tell me if I'm wrong or not. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. And it's okay if I'm wrong or not. Most likely I see it happening. I see the Warriors taking the Lakers spot. I see it. I don't know why, but I just see it. But that's what I see in the playoffs knockout round. Towards here in a few more months. But yeah, that's what I see. But other than that, this game here was boring. Toronto season's over. Hawks season. Let's see what you guys do. So yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game here. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I tuned into it regardless from first to fourth. I even watched the halftime show and you know, pregame warm up, whatever it's called. And I didn't know, because I had it in the background by then. Tell me why, and I don't know why I didn't see it fully and I didn't read it fully. Tell me why Spider Mitchell was a sub late in this game. He did not play in this game. He was a last man out. He did not play in this game. Not only he didn't play, Joel Embiid didn't play. Hey, but I don't know if anybody heard. I heard Joel Embiid's coming back. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see. The announcer said that he might come back in a few games. I can't wait. Because, you know, when I see Joel Embiid on the floor is when I think the 76ers are good. Really good. Like, they're unstoppable. But Tyrese Maxey. I don't know what to say. I keep telling you that you keep pissing me off sometimes in this game. And to be honest, he did an amazing in this game. Yeah, sure, he didn't do any good points here and there, but to be honest, he did good. The Cavs, they are an unstoppable team when they have Donovan Mitchell on the floor. And if you're wondering, Donovan Mitchell did not play in this game. I got pissed. I saw this game, and I heard one of the announcers in the pregame. They said no Donovan Mitchell in this game for some reason. It just makes no sense. It really doesn't. Because if he goes to the All-Stars, if he went to the All-Stars, regardless if he played or not, why aren't you playing in the game? Isn't this like the Cavs' first game back since the All-Stars? I don't know. But other than that, this game was amazing regardless with no Joel Embiid, no Tyrese Maxey. No Joel Embiid, no Spider Mitchell. Tyrese Maxey did play. The 76ers were lighting it up on the Cavs. Am I disappointed? No, because regardless, I went for the Cavs, and I thought the Cavs were going to win this game. And to be honest, when the time I made this video yesterday, I didn't see no Donovan Mitchell on the injury report, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see that. So, that's what I hate about these players in the NBA and NFL. They like to sub themselves out at the last minute when the game starts. But this game here was good. Do I see the 76ers going all the way? Absolutely. If Joel Embiid is healthy and he actually progresses what he does, I can see the 76ers as a threat. Like, you guys know how much I talk about Philly. I'm a huge Philly fan. The 76ers actually it's a few times. I think it was 2 before the All-Stars and 3 or 4 before the All-Stars. I don't know. But I'm going against my own team, and it hurts me when I go against my own team. Did I really think that we're going to go out here and win this game with no Joel Embiid? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't have faith on anybody in the NBA. I really do not. And to have faith, you gotta have patience. And I'm the kind of person that does not have patience in the NBA. But this game here was fun. Regardless, with no Joel Embiid. With no Joel Embiid or Spider Mitchell. Like I already said earlier, that if Joel Embiid is healthy by the time the playoff starts, I think the Philadelphia 76ers team is going to be scary. I really do. And I know what people are going to tell me. Oh, you guys are doing good in the regular season, but when it comes towards playoff time, you guys like to choke. Hey, maybe you guys are right. Maybe you guys are wrong. We'll see. Maybe this year's a different year for us. That's what I'm going to say. But Cleveland. Let's talk about Cleveland side. Cleveland Cavaliers. They had what? The best, what was it? Best offense or best defense? Number one in points defense wise, if I'm correct. Something like that. No Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland tried his best. So, hey, there we go. Do I see them going to the playoffs? Absolutely. Do I see them as a scary threat in the Eastern Conference in the playoffs? Okay. This is where it's going to be funny. Okay? This is where it gets kind of shaky. Is the Cavs not like the 76ers where they're in the playoffs and then they start choking too, or am I wrong? I said, and I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say this right now. If Donovan Mitchell can stay healthy and does what he does on the court, I honestly think the Cleveland Cavaliers have a chance to go all the way. Now, does that mean they're going to go all the way to win the NBA championship? No. No, I don't say that. I'm not going to sit here and say they are. No. Because you still got the Bucks. You still got the Celtics. You still got a lot of great teams in the Eastern Conference. But to sit here and say whatever team you guys root for and whatever team you like and whatever players you guys like, everyone has different opinions, different thoughts, and they have their own favorite teams. So one player can say, "Oh, my team's going," and then one guy says, "Oh, my team's not going." Then that's their honest truth. That's what they can say. But to be honest, NBA is fun to watch. So whatever team wins and whatever team loses, it's still fun at the end of the day. So I'm hoping for these two teams to go all the way and actually do something, do damage in the Eastern Conference playoffs picture. But we got to see what they're going to do. But yeah, I'm just happy that Joel Embiid's coming back sooner than later because I can't stand Tyrese Maxey by himself. I can't. I don't know if it's you guys too, but I think Tyrese Maxey needs Joel Embiid back. I'm going to say that loud and clear because my own 76ers have been struggling without Joel Embiid. Don't tell me no, they haven't. They have been losing. Yeah, sure. They beat the Cavs 2 times in a row. One before the All-Stars and one after the All-Stars. But just because they got 2 wins doesn't mean they're not struggling with Joel Embiid. They are struggling with Joel Embiid on the court. I'm going to say that loud and clear to everybody. Okay, don't tell me no. I've been watching my own basketball team, so you can't tell me you don't know how to tell if your team is struggling or not. Oh, they're struggling on the court. Just because they're getting wins doesn't mean that they're not struggling. Even if you win, you're still struggling at the end of the day. Okay? Just want to say that. Alright, let's talk about this game here. The Miami Heat versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I tuned into this game from the first to the fourth. Now the fourth got kind of chippy. Now I don't know if anybody saw. Most likely everybody did. One player had his hand on Hemi Bucket's neck. Tell me in the NBA where you're allowed to have your hand on someone else's neck. Now I'm a Pelicans fan. I'm a Miami Heat fan, okay? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say anything. Okay, this was a great game before that scuffle started. So apparently Zion Williamson went in for the shot. Oh no. Wait, was it? Pretty sure it was someone's like Zion. No. So Zion Williamson, it was Zion Williamson going in. He missed it. Then Hemi Buckets came from the back, took the ball. Then Zion Williamson hit it back to his side, tried to hit the shot. Then he got fouled. Then one player got into Hemi Bucket's face. Then he choked him, and that's when all the scuffle started. Now, actually, to be honest, Hemi Buckets actually started the fight because he pushed him. That's what I forgot to mention. Hemi Buckets pushed him first. And then that's when all the scuffle started. But in no mean NBA book, I'm just going to say the NBA book, I don't care what anybody says. no mean necessary in the NBA book, you're allowed to choke another player. Now, I swear, if I see this man play in the next game, I'm going to be pissed. Because he's got some serious anger management problems of you choking another player. You do not choke any player. I don't care if they're a rookie or they're a star. I don't care. Because this man was choking. Not fully choking. He had him like in a form of his hand of choking. And then it spilled onto the side, like the sidelines where the players get subbed in and all that. I say, this is what I say on that, okay? And then we'll move on to the game. I say, Hemi Buckets should have got thrown out, which I'm glad he did, okay? I want to say this loud and clear. Zion Williamson, I'm glad he didn't get thrown out. Now, there was a lot of ejections in this game. You got Hemi Buckets got thrown out. You got a few other players. I think 2 on the Pelicans and 1 on the Miami Heat, if I'm correct. But to be honest, there should be no fights like that. And then it got spread onto the, like I said, side, like where the players get subbed in. And it's funny to me because I saw all these players like running towards their like players to help them and to stop them, you know? And that's crazy to watch that kind of scuffle in the NBA, man. I just hope that I don't see that player play in the next game. Give him a fine and do not let him play in the other game. Because putting your hand on a rookie or a all-star player does not matter where you are. Don't put your hand on him. Don't put your hand on anybody's neck. Because that is like out of line. I hope he doesn't play in the next game. I'll see in the next Pelicans game. But we'll see. Hemi Buckets. Do I see this man playing in the next game? I'm going to say yes. Because he didn't put his hand on his neck. But I did see Hemi Buckets throw a punch almost. Or was it the other player? It was something like that. It's funny though when I see these players getting like arguments like that, but when it comes to like really like intense, like when there's like a full fans and all that, then that's where it gets really scary. You don't want that. But I see Hemi Buckets playing in the next game. Probably a fine. Maybe, possibly, I want to say a game suspended, but I don't see that happen. Hopefully for the Pelicans player that did the choke, almost, he should get a fine and be suspended for a game. That's what I say. That is what I say. That is what I stand on, and that's what I say. If I see this man playing the next Pelicans game, the NBA, what are you doing to these players? And I'm going to say this loud and clear. If they say he can play in the next game, regardless if it's the Pelicans player or a Miami Heat player, the NBA is out of line for letting your players play on the next game of you after you just came out of a scuffle with another team, and all they did was give them a fine and say don't do this again. Now I don't care if anybody says, "Oh, this is one time." I don't care if it's a one-time thing. It should have not happened in the first place. I don't know who you want to blame it on. Jimmy Butler? Or that other player? Or you want to blame it on another Pelicans player? Who do you want to blame it on? Miami Heat or Pelicans? You guys tell me in the comments. But I hope I don't see him on that court next game. I'll be tuning into this Pelicans game. But yeah. And then the funny part was I finished watching this game, and the announcers are funny. Before the fight even started, or the scuffle, whatever you want to say, the announcers in the first half, they were saying they were trying to cover up And again, you gotta love your announcers in the NBA. They're so funny. They crack me up every single day. Every afternoon, my bad. They're out here. They're like, you gotta like, I don't know how he said it. He's like, if you're down this big, you gotta punch more in. You gotta start pushing. And I think the score for the Miami Heat was what? 8-20? And when I saw that, I was like, it's over. It's over. And then I see them creeping back. And I still tune into the game. And I'm like, hey, maybe they got a chance. Maybe they got a chance. And it's funny because the announcers kept on trying to cover it up. Like, you got to try to push yourself in. You got to keep pushing your scoreboard in to get it in there more. And it's just funny to me because what announcer tries to cover up of you down 8-20 in the first half? I don't know anybody like that. You gotta tell me. But the announcers, you guys are funny. Keep doing what you're doing on the sidelines of a basketball court. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, other than that, this game here was fun before that scuffle had even started. I'm disappointed that I didn't go for the Heat. Did I have a feeling? And by the way, I didn't even know Hemi Buckets was going to play in this game, to be honest. I'm going to say that loud and clear. Because I've been seeing this man play, then get set, got benched, benched. And it's like, man, are you going to play like a full game? Because when it comes towards playoff time, you are in the bag. But, again, I want to say this loud and clear to everybody in the NBA Finals. I want to say this loud and clear to everybody in the NBA fan bases, the NBA Finals. Where did the Miami Heat sit towards playoff times? Was it around 8, 7, 5, 4, somewhere around there? And they went all the way to the NBA Finals. Don't be surprised if you don't see Miami Heat do a repeat. Okay, they're gonna do a repeat. And I'll be so happy if they do that. I would definitely be happy. And hopefully this year, and I mean this year, Miami Heat, Hemi Buckets, win an NBA championship for the Miami Heat. I really want that. I really, really strongly want that. But, yeah, other than that, this game was good. Okay? So, yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game here. The Phoenix Buns! The Phoenix Buns! I didn't tune into this game. Not one bit. I tuned into the game. Didn't see the highlights. Did not want to. Did not care about it. I thought the Phoenix Buns had this. Kevin Durant, please, next season, request a trade. You can't keep coming out here losing to teams that are not even going to make it. Bradley the Bum Beal. You're a disappointment in the NBA. You keep getting injured left and right. Devin Booker, stop acting like you're better than Luka Doncic when Luka Doncic owns you. You're making Kevin Durant pissed. And you know, when you see Kevin Durant pissed, nobody likes it. Kevin Durant, I feel with you. I need you to get traded. I don't care what team you go on to next. Well, actually, I do. Okay? But besides that, I need you to go on to an elite team. I want you to go to the New York Knicks. I just want you to be in that orange and white, blue and orange jersey. Go to the New York Knicks. Hey, the New York Knicks. You need to go pull something and go get Donovan Mitchell or Kevin Durant. Because I'm telling you, if you have one of those superstars on your team, the Eastern Conference is done. You got Giannis. You got Jason Tatum. You got Julius Randle. Oh, sorry. Okay, the Knicks. Okay, the Knicks. My bad. Just imagine. You have Kevin Durant or Spider Mitchell. So this is the Eastern Conference. Giannis, Jason Tatum, the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, Spider Mitchell, whoever, or Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Scotty West, Special Barnes, and I'm trying to figure out another great team. Toronto's not a good team. I just threw them in there. Joel Embiid, of course. Hemi Buckets. DeMar DeRozan, Ice Trey. Imagine you had Kevin Durant on the New York Knicks. Just imagine. Because that lead would be bad. That league would be scary. I would love for Kevin Durant to go to the New York. But we gotta wait and see. He went to the Brooklyn Nets. Let's be honest, the Brooklyn Nets are not good. Okay? But if he goes to the New York Knicks, that'll be good. But yeah, I'm really disappointed that the Phoenix Suns went out here and lost this game. They should have not went out here and lost this game. They needed this win. But to be honest, to sit here and say the Phoenix Suns lost, I'm not mad. I'm also kind of happy because they lost. So now they're getting closer to the Lakers and the Warriors and the Kings. But yeah, I'm so happy that the Phoenix Suns lost this game, but I'm also mad about Kevin Durant. So I know what people are gonna say. Which one are you? Are you mad or happy? Well, I'm happy that the Phoenix Suns lost, but I really want Kevin Durant out of Phoenix Suns. That's what I want. That is what I want. Because you lose to a Rockets team, most likely they're going to tank their season, but they're going to try their best. Or you could have won this game and you could have been even with another team in the Western Conference. Yeah. I didn't tune into the game, didn't see the highlights, and I'm just disappointed that they lost this game. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Alright. Talk about this game here. Thunder Wizards. I'm not even going to speak too much about this game. I didn't see the game, didn't see the highlights. I just can't believe the Thunder put up 147 on your head. I'm surprised they didn't put up 150 on your head. Thunder is an amazing elite team. That is all I want to say. Do I see them going to the Western Conference? Absolutely. Do I see them winning it? No. But do I see them as a threat in the Western Conference? Absolutely. Absolutely. I see them as a threat in the playoff for the Western Conference. Like I said, I like the Thunder. SGA, Chad, one of the Williams, or three of the Williams, four of the Williams, whatever they are. They're doing what they're doing. They're holding up of what they're doing. So, to sit here and say the Thunder is not an elite team, just because they beat a terrible Wizards team, doesn't mean anything. They got this dub, now they're going to wait till their next opponent. Oh. Yeah. Wizards, their season's done. Their season's been cooked. I think they benched Jordan Poole in one game or all the games. I don't know. I do not care. But this game was boring. I did not tune into the game. Didn't see the highlights, so I can't speak on my behalf. Alright, here we go. Another game that I didn't care about. The Flippers, Grizzlies. The Grizzlies was leading this whole game. They were leading the whole game. I don't know how they lost this game. And the Flippers are not even good. The Flippers suck. The Flippers are a terrible team in the NBA. The Grizzlies season's been cooked since Ja Morant left. I would be so happy if the Grizzlies won, because didn't they beat the Flippers one time with no Ja Morant on the floor? You see how bad the Flippers are, though? Like, I want people to take count of this, okay? Look how much the Flippers won by. 95 to 101. Let me say it again to you. The Flippers are so trash. They won by 101 to 95. And if the Grizzlies was holding up, what was it, around the 5-minute mark, I'm guessing, the Flippers started turning it on. If they hold up 5 more minutes, I'm telling you, the Grizzlies would have won 101, possibly more, to 95. And I'm saying this loud and clear. The Flippers are not a good team. They're going to get knocked out whatever round they play at. I want to say round 1 they're going to get knocked out of because they're not even strong, to be honest. You know what? I'm going to say this loud and clear. They're getting knocked out first round. Guarantee it. They're getting knocked out first round. I don't care what anybody says. I have big faith in me saying that. Not only, a lot of people are going to say, why do you have big faith in them? Look at them. They barely beat the Grizzlies. Barely beat the Grizzlies. So you can't tell me the Phoenix Buns, not the Phoenix Buns, the Flippers are going to dominate in the Western Conference in the playoffs. What if they do? What if they do play against the Phoenix Buns? What if they do play against, I don't know, Minnesota Timberwolves, Golden State Warriors? Are they going to try? I mean, we already seen what the Warriors did to them a few days ago. Well, to be honest, the Warriors had it coming to them. I don't know how the Warriors lost to them a few days ago, before the All-Stars. But to be honest, this game here was totally boring. Did not tune into it, did not see the highlights. I'm going to stand on my ground and say they're going to get knocked out first round. Guarantee it. Stephen A. Smith, watch me be right. Because I know you be talking about those Flippers a lot. I'm showing you this now. They're getting knocked out first round. I'm not disappointed. I'm not ashamed of me being wrong. But if I'm right, I'm right. I'll tell everybody that I'm right. I've been right. The Flippers are not a good team. They're not a good organization. They're just not a fun team in general. Kawhi Leonard, let me tell you this. When it comes towards playoff time, their focus is going to be on the bench. That's what they're good for. Again, let me say it to you guys loud and clear. Russell Westbrook likes to brick the basketball on the basketball court. Okay? He likes to miss shots. Just in case if anybody's been asking. The honey bun, he likes to eat honey buns and he likes to break the court at the same time. So when he runs, everybody's got to be careful the court doesn't break. Who else is there? Oh, PG-13. PG-13. I mean, to be honest, PG-13, he's washed in my opinion. His focus is to sit on the bench with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard and PG-13 are going to sit on the bench. That's what they're good for. So, yeah, that's what it is. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say anything disrespectful to the Grizzlies. Because the Grizzlies season's done. Their season's been done since John Morant even left. Since the 25 suspension. And he got hurt to get surgery. So, even then, Grizzlies is done. I'm even surprised they put up 95 points on the Flippers, So, yeah. Let's move on to this game here. Golden State Warriors, Charlotte Hornets. I didn't care about this game one bit. Did not tune into this game one bit. What do I say? I don't even know what to say in this game. Steph Chef, did what he had to do. Did not tune into the game. Did not see the highlight of this game. Didn't want to. Did not care about it. Just imagine the Warriors lost this game. Alright. Everybody's been asking me, what do I think about this? Do I think the Warriors are going to go to the playoffs? Okay. Here's for me to say yes, here's for me to say no. If they stay healthy and they do dominate in the Western Conference against, like, let's say the Lakers, the Kings, the Phoenix Buns, the Flippers, the Chicken McNuggets, then I can see them going all the way. Their first test, they have to beat the Chicken McNuggets or the Lakers. Whatever those teams are. Whatever those teams, whoever they play, basically, once they beat the Lakers. Once they beat the Lakers, then they're good. They got to worry about another great team. But until then, do I see them going all the way? Again, that's what I'm going to stay on. If they can beat the Lakers, then I think they can go all the way. Because they still got to play Nikola. They still got to play Kawhi. They still got to play, other great teams like the Phoenix Suns. Well, to be honest, the Phoenix Suns are not good. But they still got to play against Kevin Durant. But again, right now, their main focus is to beat the Lakers. They got to take that number 9 spot. Because the Lakers are not doing nothing with it. Let's just be honest. So, yeah. And the Hornets are a light team. They're easy. They're light work. What did they prove? They beat what? What was it? Because I heard they went on a 2-game winning streak, 3-game winning streak, whatever it is. And then, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I didn't tune into the game, didn't see the highlights, so I can't speak on my behalf of the Charlotte Hornets, Charlotte Bobcats. But yeah, other than that, this game was boring. I'm glad the Warriors got the dub. Alright, let's talk about this game here. Now, this game here, I tuned into it from the 1st to the 4th. Everybody says Minnesota's a really good team. So, where is it? Why are they good when they played against another great team and they lost? Milwaukee is a good team. I mean, with Doc Rivers as the head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks, that's not so good. I want him to get fired. I don't know why. I just want him to get fired already. But Minnesota, everybody wants to say Minnesota's a good team. Right? Are they a good team? Look what happened. They lost to 107 to 112 in this game. The player of the game for the Bucks will probably be Giannis or Damian Lillard, whoever you want to say. The loser of this game, Ant-Man, Karl-Anthony Towns. That's what I say. But all in all, this game was fun. Everybody thought the Timberwolves were going to win this game because the Bucks lost against a terrible team just a few weeks ago before the All-Stars. But I'm here to say the Milwaukee Bucks are good. I want to say they're back, but I'll say they're good. That's what I'm going to say. I'm happy the Bucks got this dub. I'm happy that the Bucks proved to the NBA that the Timberwolves are not a good team. The Timberwolves are not they're light work basically. They're nothing. But yeah, what I say. So, alright, let's talk about this game here. I didn't see this game here. Didn't watch the highlight of this game. Did not care about it. I want to say a few things before we move on to the last game. How did the Timberwolves put up 44 points in the first half against this team, Portland Trail Blazers, and the Chicken McNuggets did not even put up 44 points? First half. I want to say that because the Timberwolves, they destroy terrible teams, and then when it comes to the Chicken McNuggets, regardless if Nikola Jokic went off, Jamal Murray went off, they're still sitting like they were after last season. They're sitting in 4. Do I see them going all the way? No, I don't. Sure, they're gonna have a big fight on them. They're gonna have a they're gonna have a bunch of heavy players on that team to win, but I don't see them going all the way. I really don't. Because again, you got to play the 76ers with Joel Embiid, Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum, New York Knicks with Jalen Brunson. So you can't tell me that the Denver Nuggets are going to go all the way. If they make it to the NBA Finals, by the way. Those teams I mentioned, that's if they make it to the NBA Finals. But they got to focus on their side, like with Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, those kind of players on their side. But if they do make it to the NBA Finals, they do got to worry about those teams, and they got to also worry about Himmy buckets, because this man can go off in the playoffs. So I'm going to say this loud and clear. Don't be surprised if you see the Miami Heat there back. What if it's a rematch of Miami Heat Chicken McNuggets? Hey, I'm telling you this now. I think Miami Heat figured out what to do with Nikola Jokic if they go back. Just saying. And don't say I'm wrong. What if it's a rematch of the Chicken McNuggets, Miami Heat? I'm going to be relaxing, watching the game, going for the Heat. Junior Hawkins gets to experience his playoff NBA playoff picture round. We all gotta wait and see how it is. And plus, be honest, Junior Hawkins went to an amazing team, the Miami Heat. So, yeah. But this game here was boring. This game was not fun. Did not see the highlights. Did not want to. Did not care about it. Move on. Alright, Los Angeles Lakers versus Spurs. Anthony Davis versus Victor. D'Angelo Russell's birthday. And to be honest with you, did not care about this game. Not want to. I am surprised that the Lakers gave them 123, or the Lakers won by 123 to 118. The Spurs are not a good team. Spurs are not a fun team to watch. The Lakers went out here and won this game by barely. I don't care what anybody says. Their next game, we gotta see what they do. The Lakers went out here and won this game. Pace against the Warriors. Again, do I see it happening for the Warriors? Yes. Do I see it happening for the Lakers? No. Sooner or later, you guys are going to see that spot switch for the Lakers and Warriors. Lakers are going to sit in 10, and the Warriors are going to sit in 9. But we all got to wait and see what's going to happen towards playoff time. There's a lot more games before then. But yeah, all I'm saying is I'm happy the Spurs lost this game. We all know how much I'm not a Victor fan. I don't know why all these NBA players, all these NBA media cover him, and he's not even good. He's not even a fun guy to watch on the court. He's just a tall guy. That's all he is. That's why everybody likes watching him. He's tall. But to be honest, he's not a fun player to watch. He doesn't even know, like. In my opinion, I don't think he knows what is, I don't know how to say it. But yeah, Lakers got this dub. I'm not happy. I don't care. They beat a terrible team. Spurs season's done before it even started again. Lakers season, we're going to see what's going to happen with the Lakers. But until then, gotta wait and see what happens to the Lakers. But Spurs fans, you guys know how much you guys hate me, and I don't even care. I don't even blame you guys. Because if I was a Spurs fan and somebody's talking crap on my team, I would definitely be pissed. But Spurs fans, always have fun of your terrible season every year. And thank you for the support. But yeah. We're going to move on to today. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, so we got some great games today. I'm so excited for these games. Well, except for this game here. Orlando Magic versus Detroit Pistons. I'm not going to be tuning into this game. I might be taking Orlando on this one. I'll be surprised if Detroit wins this game, but I don't honestly see it. Franz Wagner and all the squad probably win this game really good. They're going to probably beat Detroit, to be honest, but other than that, I have nothing to say, but I'm going to be taking Orlando. All right. We only got 3 games today. New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics. This is a great game. This is a fun game. I recommend everybody tune into this game. ABC or any other channel out there that supports this game. Tune into this game when this game starts. New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum versus Jalen Brunson. Regardless if Julius Randle plays and OG Anunoby plays, Jalen Brunson is going to go out here and have a heavy load on him. You know me, I gotta stick with. I like both of these teams. I just can't root for one. I'm going to be going for the New York Knicks in this one. Regardless if they win or lose, it's still going to be a fun game, competitive game. I hope they don't get blown out by the Boston Celtics. I really don't want that to happen. Because the last New York Knicks game I watched, it got blown out from 3-15. Hopefully it's not that kind of scoreboard later today. But, yeah. I'm going for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson, make this game interesting. Jason Tatum, make this game interesting. Whatever team wins, still a great game. Oh, yeah. Alright. Brooklyn Nets, Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota Timberwolves are coming off a back-to-back. Hill Bridges and Ben Simmons versus Ant-Man and Karl-Anthony Towns. This is not going to be a fun game. I recommend not watching it or going to it or watching the highlights of this game. This is not going to be a fun game. It's probably not going to be a close game. But anything can happen. Minnesota Timberwolves are coming off of back-to-back. Does that mean the New York Knicks or the Brooklyn Nets have an advantage? I say yes and no. My first answer is yes, if they can push the pace. No is if the Timberwolves come out here right when the tip starts, they start shooting threes. That's what I said. But if they don't, they don't. But regardless, they're all going to be great games, except for the first one. But yeah, you guys tell me what teams you guys are going for, and tell me what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. And yeah, while you guys are down there, please again like, subscribe, comment down below. Till then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'm Stopper 23. Peace out.